Hey guys, it's Risa. Before I start my video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for subscribing, and I'm loving all your comments. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a delicious and nutritious Matzah Lasagna. Okay, it is for Passover, but honestly, anybody could make it and you can have it all year round because matzah is not just for Passover, it's for all year if you want it to be. In fact, my coworker is going to be making it too, and she's not Jewish and not celebrating Passover. But it's okay because it's a delicious meal. What you're going to need is 3 slices or more of matzah, okay? That's all I'm using is 3 slices because I'm on Weight Watchers, and for each slice it's 3 smart points, so for 3 is 9. Okay, see, I know my math. Now I've made a delicious marinara, and I've just posted that on YouTube, so check it out, how to make a delicious marinara. Very simple, but if you have your own marinara, the great thing about making your own, it's 0 smart points if you're just using canned tomatoes like this girl did. And if you don't, you can use any kind of marinara. I love the white linen from Costco. That's just one of my faves, but use whatever one you want. And I'm going to use about a cup, but we'll see if we need to have more. Now, I love spinach, so I have 4 cups of spinach. Again, you can do what I do. You don't want so much spinach, or you want to use frozen spinach, you can do that. And just for time's sake, I already fried up a Vidalia onion because I love a Vidalia. You can use whatever onion. Mushrooms, of course. I put in some delicious zucchini, red pepper, orange pepper, and that's it. So I have about 2 cups, just over 2 cups of some delicious veggies. The great thing about veggies, people, is of course all the great vitamins, but it's going to really bulk up your lasagna and make you fuller. Now, 0 points. I also didn't use any oil, and I love using my rock pan. I got this at Costco. Love it. It's on top of my stove. It heats up really well. You don't have to spray. It's amazing, guys. So at Costco, $28.99. Anyways, okay. Moving on. Okay, so I'm going to be using some ricotta light cheese that I bought. And for 4 tablespoons is 2 smart points, okay? And I'm also going to use my favorite ZERTO. And I'm using 3 tablespoons because it's 2 smart points. And you can use whatever Parmesan, Romano, Asiago, whatever cheese that's grated if you want. And also I love the SAPUTO light mozzarella, and I've grated up 60 grams, which will be 4 smart points. So for all the cheese is 8 smart points. For the matzah is 9, 8, 9, 17. That's it. Fantastic, right? Okay. I also love these sun-dried tomatoes because they're 10 calories, and just for some extra flavor, I'm going to add some of that, okay? If you don't have sun-dried tomatoes, you don't need to use them. I just love the flavor of them, and so I'm going to add that. Alrighty, next, some fresh basil. I'm going to put in a little bit of fresh basil to sprinkle on as well. And in the ricotta, I have a 1/4 cup of some egg creations, or you can use 1 egg, and it's going to bind it together. So I'm just going to add that right now before I forget. I'm just going to mix that in. Some people add all their cheese together, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do that like this. All right. If you don't want to add egg to it, you don't have to. I also like to sprinkle in a little bit of pepper into it. I don't know, whenever I've made lasagna, that's what I do. So if you think this is different, you don't have to do that. All right, have a pan with some water, okay? And you're going to take also a PYREX dish. And if you want to make it bigger, you can double this recipe. You can triple this recipe. There are no rules, okay? But you're going to add each piece for about 30 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But before we do anything else, we're going to add a little bit of sauce first, okay? Because we want it to be nice and juicy. Okay, don't forget to take out the bay leaf. All right, so I just put a little bit of sauce first, and I'm sure that's about 30 seconds or so. So you start with some sauce, matzah, cheese, vegetables, and you just keep repeating and layering. I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and you're gonna bake it uncovered for about 40 minutes, okay? So we're just adding our one slice. I'm gonna put the other one in, and while this one is soaking, I'm gonna add more sauce. And I have my marinara in case I feel like putting a little bit more, but I thought we'd start with 1 cup. Every time I make it, you know, I do different things all the time. I shake it up. Okay, so sauce, gonna add my veggies, just pour that in, and I'm gonna make sure that I have enough for the other layer. Simple, I hope you can see. I think you can see. So I've just put my sauce and my veggies on, and I'm gonna add a little bit of some ricotta in here. Some of my Parmesan, not my Parmesan, my mozzarella. Some mozzarella and my ZERTO Romano. And the ZERTO comes in 4 cheese flavor. I'm gonna put a little bit of basil. It comes in a Romano and Asiago and Parmesan. So there's lots. Oh, and I don't want to forget my spinach. So we're going to put in some spinach. And you're going to see how high this is going to come because it's so bulky. It smells so good. Okay, so now we're going to put our next layer on. And you're going to cut this into about 4 slices. And it'll be about 4 or 5 smart points depending on how much cheese that you use or if you add meat. So I'm going to add, oh, and I forgot my sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to add some of those in. Even though it's in front of you, sometimes you forget things, like me. So I'm going to add more veggies. All right, wipe my hands, add some more cheese. Okay, I'm going to add the mozzarella. Yum, this is going to be super delicious. And some of my grated cheese, a little bit of fresh basil again. I just break it up like that. And some more spinach. The thing about adding grilled vegetables is it gives it so much flavor. Oops, I forgot to soak my other matzah. This is what happens when you do a video and you're doing it live. I don't edit, people. Well, sometimes I do. I merge videos. All right, so it's gonna sit for a few seconds. But this is so hearty and delicious. If you want to add meat to it, some people that are kosher don't mix meat with cheese. But if you aren't kosher and you want to add some ground chicken, extra lean ground chicken, then you don't have to count the points. Or you can use the Eve's veggie meat, which is delicious too. And that's soy, so you don't have to count that. I always find a way. Or even ground turkey. You can use beef as well, obviously. All right. So our last layer You can see how high this is. I'll put a few more pieces of spinach. It is super, super high. And I'm just going to add my last, see, a cup was enough of sauce. And I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. And it is so high. I can't believe it. Put my sun-dried tomatoes on. Add my rest of my veggies. All right. And I don't think I'm going to add more spinach. I think it's enough. Finish my cheese. Again, you can use whatever cheese you want to use. Cottage cheese. You can do that. Or you want less cheese. You don't have to put in as much cheese. I like it cheesy. And I'm going to put the rest of my mozzarella in. I think you can see it. Yes, I think you can. And sprinkle it all over. If you want to leave more cheese for the top, you can do that. I made sure that I have more to sprinkle on the top because I love it cheesy on top when it comes out of the oven. And we're going to put it in for about 40 minutes. And you're going to let it cool down before you eat it. I'll put a few more pieces of basil because it just looks pretty. And it smells so good. And it gives it that nice Italian-y flavor. I love it. So as much as you want or as little as you want. My bay leaf flew in. And this, my friends, is my lasagna that's going in the oven. And I'll be back. Hi guys, it's Risa. How you doing? So I just wanted to tell you that I finished my lasagna in the oven. Watch it after about 30 minutes. I said 40 minutes. And I let it cool for a little bit. And you can see how delicious it looks inside. I'm going to bring it up. It's nice and thick and delicious. My favorite word, you know that. And I've cut a piece because people are asking what it looks like afterwards. So I've cut the piece up. Here it is. If you want, I have extra marinara. You want to add some extra marinara on the side or on top rather, and have it with a nice salad, some veggies, a delicious meal. I hope you love this recipe and you continue to subscribe and tell other people about my YouTube channel, okay? And ring that bell and visit me at Risa's Recipes and Weight Watchers Tips on Facebook. Okay, enjoy. Bon appetit. Bye, guys.